Hi, Spots and She Pops, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't hear the news, hear it now. Hear it loud. Hear it proud. Vladi Dottie, Silicon Steve Valli is here, and CM Punk, as a certain member of this staff predicted since day one, CM Punk has showed up at Survivor Series, and CM Punk is the newest member of the WWE roster, seemingly as a almost uneventful Survivor Series, almost culminated with a good babyface win with Cody Rhodes and friends.
Then what?
Cult of personality, as Vladi Dottie predicted, and as I predicted as well much earlier. It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is now part of the WWE Universe once again for the very first time. And Vladi Dottie, all I can say is he didn't say anything, at least on camera. I'm not sure if there were any videos, and maybe he cuts a promo after the fact. But CM Punk is in WWE just as we predicted and almost I guaranteed 2 months ago. Wow. I love being right.
I think we were both right in some ways on this thing.
Oh, no. I mean, I was all in on it, though. Come on. I was all in. If we wanted to go between the two opinions of ourselves, you were kind of like, hey, man, it might happen. It might happen. I'm like, it's happening the whole time. And you're throwing me all these teases. Dude, I think it's going to happen. And I was like, it's happening. I told you. It's all good. Mr. Vladi Dottie. If there was one guy that was all in on CM Punk showing up tonight, it was this guy right here. And you weren't sure, even leading up till today, you weren't sure. So it's okay. Yeah. I was right about Young Bucks and FTR having a second match.
A year and a half later, yeah.
And I was also right. Well, we had a certain. I was right there, and I was also right about Mr. CM Punk, Charles Montgomery Punk, showing up tonight. We are the most accurate show on the internet when it comes to predicting CM Punk.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty good track record. Right?
I mean, I'm pretty accurate.
See, one thing we got to get established here, it's not all about your opinion and your predictions. It's actually it coming to fruition and the impact on the wrestling universe as we know it. So if we can remove you for being the center of that universe for just a minute and talk about what actually happened tonight with his return. And as we hit the air here, I'm seeing that they're doing the media scrum of all places in Chicago, which the last media scrum, which that happened in Chicago, didn't go all that well, Mr. Charles Montgomery Punk.
By the way, somebody sent me a nice little text today about who was doing some catering at WWE Survivor Series tonight. Mindy's Bakery, which I have been a patron of. God bless. And of course, Mindy's Bakery is where CM Punk had his mental breakdown after beating Jon Moxley for the AEW title.
And that's it was a pretty funny picture that I found there.
I love that.
In regards to
love it.
However, but as we've hit the air here, they're doing the media scrum, and I sent you the picture of Punk and Triple H, which is great. But the picture is of Punk and Triple H pointing at each other. The title of it by Triple H is quote unquote "Mighty Cold Day in Hell." And I have a quote from the media scrum also from Triple H as, hey, he's got to answer questions here. So I'll go and reassure the genius that as you mentioned about Triple H in this. This is a direct quote, man. When asked about CM Punk, this is what he said. Everybody grows. Everybody changes. If you're still the same person you were 10 years ago, you messed up. I've changed. He's changed. The WWE's changed. Triple H on CM Punk. Triple H also said nobody outside of him, Punk, and Nick Khan knew about the return, and even management at TKO were watching and surprised. How beautiful is that? That he has that sort of carte blanche now. It's all we ever wanted.
The guy is kind of what we wanted for a long time when Vince was in the chair. And honestly, Vladi Donnie, you said this, I'm talking about years ago. I'm telling you, man, Triple H is doing good stuff in NXT. I never watched NXT. This is before it was on USA. And you told me if Triple H got the pencil, things would be good. Wow. And not only is it good, it's insanely good. And he's rushing in a new golden era of professional wrestling. And then you bring in CM Punk. And yes, guess what? Vince McMahon buried the hatchet with Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart. The list goes on and on and on. Obviously, Triple H has learned from the best. He's not going to let a guy saying, hey, I don't need to work with you. I don't want to work with you. I'm done. Like CM Punk said when he quit WWE.
Yep.
He wanted the fans to pop. He wanted the fans to be happy. And more importantly, we have CM Punk back on television. And look, you know my opinion on how CM Punk handled himself in AEW. But Triple H is showing you why he could be even better than what Vince McMahon had become. He's just a new evolution of Booker. He learned under that learning tree, but he also learned under the learning tree of the Click. And he learned under the learning tree of being one of the top professional wrestlers of his time, the top heel during the Attitude Era. That's what Triple H has done. And tonight, it was delivering for the fans. He probably had to swallow some ego to do so. But he did it for the fans, just like Vince McMahon has done before. But this was, I think, a little more important because it showed that Triple H is willing to do whatever he needs to do to make the best show for the fans. And that's at the end of the day what we want. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do too. It's amazing to me that this actually happened. It's like it feels good. You know, I'm looking forward to going and you know, like ordering the Peacock Network service at this point and just watching this, even though I knew what happened, just seeing the reaction. I mean, you were watching it live, I kept on reading and checking in because I had a few different things going on earlier tonight. But how many like CM Punk chants were there? Was it throughout the night? Was it?
No, it was only toward the end of the night. That's the ironic part. They were chanting CM Punk and Randy like different times. However, Damian Priest did take the loss. As the leader will be a problem.
That's going to be a problem.
But as the baby faces are celebrating, and he walked out, and he looked pissed off, like he had a chip on his shoulder, didn't crack one smile.
Interesting. He said it's clobbering time, did that old shtick.
He did it, and the crowd yelled clobbering time. And he didn't look happy. I will say that. He hugged some fans. He was happy, but he did not. He looked like he had a purpose. And we'll see what that purpose is. And you have to wonder, where is that first promo coming? Is it Monday night? Is it SmackDown? We don't know.
And people are going to be looking that up. They want to see that.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And it's absolutely incredible. And God bless WWE. God bless Triple H, man. This is a golden age for WWE. We've only seen a couple moments of this. It was like late 80s, late 90s, and now. Besides that, it's been okay, I guess.
You know what, man? If I just joking around here, man, if I were Triple H, I would just lock in 2 hours against Dynamite on Wednesday night and just do a 2-hour promo of CM Punk against Dynamite just to see what the numbers are.
A CM Punk town hall.
Yeah, and just have him take questions.
In Chicago.
Hey, what was it like when the Bucks busted into your locker room and they thought they were men for about a second and a half? And then you laid them out when you have one tricep. Was that cool? Yeah, that was cool.